Join us to navigate your awakening as we share the ancient science of transformation. Practicing this ancient wisdom will help you tune into your power and unlock your greatest potential. If you are ready to embark on your awakening and discover your soul path, then please welcome your host and transformation expert, Trenace.
Welcome to Season 2 of Navigating the Awakening. This is The Rising. I am your host, Trenace. Thank you for joining me today. I greet you in the love and in the light of the Infinite Creator. I would like to begin with the internal light meditation so that we can all align our energies with the cosmos, with the universal light of Source. If you are driving or listening to this and not able to close your eyes, then please simply open your heart and allow the intention of healing to move through you. Allow each breath to relax you more and more as we go deeper. Let's begin. First breath in. Breathe out. Second breath in. Breathe out. Third breath in. Breathe out. Relax. Allow your breaths to find their natural rhythm. With each breath in, allow yourself to become centered and focused. And with each exhalation, release all tension and stress, any mental distractions or images, and allow yourself to be in this moment in meditation. Focus your attention on the center of your chest. See your internal light as it illuminates your heart, as it fills your heart with brilliant, healing white light. Continue to see this light as it grows brighter and brighter with each and every breath. Allowing this light to remove all heavy, negative, or dark energies, raising you in vibration, increasing you in love and peace and joy and forgiveness. Continue to see this light as it expands throughout your chest, moving into your lungs, feeling your lungs with healing energies, removing any blockages, allowing each and every breath to be revitalizing and rejuvenating. See the red blood cells that pass through your heart and your lungs as they are filled with healing light, carrying this healing life force to every extremity of your body. And now continue to see this light as it fills the chest completely, as it moves up into your shoulders, down into your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, and moving into your palms and fingertips. Continue to allow the healing energy to flow through your palms, radiating out into the world and all around you. And now see this light as it moves up through your neck, releasing tension and stress, moving into your cheeks, your ears, your nose, your eyes, your forehead, and moving up into your crown, activating the connection with your higher self, allowing for clear communication, clear downloads. And now continue to see this light as it moves down into your diaphragm and your stomach, bringing healing through deeper breathing and through the assimilation of your nutrients. Continue to see the light as it flows into the small intestine and the large, activating healing within these organs of digestion and assimilation. Continue to see the light as it flows into your kidneys, your liver, your gallbladder, your spleen, your pancreas. Allowing these healing energies to flow through each and every cell, organ in your tissues, to fill you completely with healing energies, to bring you into perfect health, perfect balance, perfect alignment. And now see the light as it flows into the colon, the uterus, the sex organs, healing these parts of you that are concerned with release and regeneration, allowing you to have the courage and the wisdom to release all energies that no longer serve your highest good. Continue to see this light as it flows through your hips, moving through your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, and into the soles of your feet. You are now filled with healing light, bringing you into the highest vibrations of alignment with the universal forces of creation, aligning you with all that is good, all that is desired. And now see this light as it flows through the soles of your feet, turning into silver cords that move deep into Mother Earth, anchoring you and grounding you to Mother Earth, allowing for any excess energies to flow through these cords to be given to Mother Earth to create something beautiful. And now continue to see the light that is within your body as it grows brighter and brighter with each and every breath, until this light consumes you completely, now turning into a golden healing light. See this light as it moves through the pores of your body, and now you are filled with golden white light, and now the light surrounds you. You are in a bubble of beautiful healing golden white light. Allow this energy to protect you, to heal your skin, your hair, to increase you in awareness, awakening all of the senses of the outer realms of your being, allowing you to become in oneness, in alignment with the universal forces of creation. Continue to see this light as it spreads throughout the space, the room you're in, increasing this energy with each and every breath, with healing, with love, with alignment. Continue to see the light as it now flows through the walls, any obstacles, very easily, moving out in your environment in 360 degrees all around you, carrying healing energies out into your neighborhood, your town, your village, your city, allowing this light to spread easily, quickly, raising all in vibration, bringing all into a healing state, a balanced state, continuing to spread throughout your city, your town, your village, your country, until now all of our lights join together as one, wherever we are on this planet. Allow us to become in harmony, in balance. Allow our energies to unite through our light, through our love, through our hearts, bringing peace to our planet, raising all in vibration, healing all beings that desire to be healed and brought into alignment with this light, with this power, with Source. Continue to see this light as it now spreads, moving deep into Mother Earth, moving through the waters, connecting with our family that live underneath our earth, our subterranean family. Allow this light to connect with their hearts, to move beneath the waters, with our family that lives underneath the waters, our light family wherever they are on this planet, within the planet or around the planet. Allow our lights to reconnect, to join as one, to bring greater love, greater peace, greater knowing, to awaken humanity to all truth that has been hidden, to bring it to our conscious minds, to allow us to be in alignment with universal truth, universal light. Continue to see this light as it moves out into the atmosphere of our planet, disintegrating any energies, any technologies that are not for our highest good, removing them very easily, making them obsolete, and allowing for all to be healed, to be raised in vibration. Continue to see our planet as Mother Earth is now healed, restored, increased in vibration and love, allowing all of us to be in oneness, in alignment. Continue to see our light as it joins together, eliminating the illusion of separation and increasing each and every one of us in power and strength and light of Source, in love, in healing, in wisdom. Continue to see this light as it now spreads beyond our Earth, moving out into our galaxy, connecting with our galactic family of light, moving beyond this galaxy into the universe and the multiverse, allowing for oneness, power, strength through our light, through our love, through our hearts, and our knowing that we are Source, we are light, and we are love. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, family. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your light with me. It is so powerful. I hope you are feeling all of the tingling and vibrations that are moving through me. Thank you so much. Wow. Every week that we do this meditation together, we get stronger. And we truly unite with our family of light wherever they are. We increase ourselves in the power of healing, opening our hearts to wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And this is our path as we walk this awakening at this time. So now we will begin our discussion today with the number 5. In the Minor Arcanum. These cards are divided into the 4 kingdoms of earth, fire, water, and air, and are represented by the 4 seasons. In our previous episode, we discussed Arcanum number 5, the Hierophant, and this is Jupiter. The 5s correspond numerically to the planet Jupiter, which deals with good fortune. Therefore, the 5s, in their more divinatory significance, must relate to good luck in the particular department of life signified by their suit. The 5 of Scepters is also known as the 5 of Wands, and it is the suit of clubs. This card represents the summer and fire energy. This is good fortune in business. Its inner interpretation is reformation. The 5 of Cups is also the suit of hearts. This card represents the autumn, the fall, and is water energy. The divinatory significance of this card is good fortune in love, and its inner interpretation is responsibility. The 5 of Coins, which is also the suit of diamonds. This card represents the spring and air energy. The divinatory significance of this card is abundant wealth. Its inner significance is inspiration. The 5 of Swords is also the suit of spades. This card represents the winter and the earth element. The divinatory significance of this card is escape from danger. Its inner interpretation is struggle. So these are the meanings of the 5 cards in the Minor Arcanum. The Hierophant card is Jupiter, and this is about the power of the will and the need to develop your will in order to activate the electromagnetic force within your mind. This force supersedes all forms of man-made religion and laws. This is divine will. You are one with the divine. And when you decide that you are ready to awaken and you are ready to take your power back, then you will find yourself moving through a process of healing, of releasing, of letting go of all things that no longer serve you. You will go through a cleansing. This will happen to you on a physical level as well, because whatever you do in your mind, it manifests on the physical plane eventually. So for people who are moving through their awakening and find themselves facing struggles, needing to release old relationships that no longer serve them, know that this is part of the process. When you find yourself going through physical challenges, health challenges, this is also part of the process. There are many stages to this, and no one shares the same exact path in their awakening, because we have all arrived here differently. We have all had different experiences to bring us to this point. But no matter how you got here and found yourself in this place, on this planet, and in your awakening, know that you chose to be here at this time. This was your will. And your will was so powerful that you manifested here in this time and day, which is like no other. In this time we are living in, it is known as the time of the sixth sun. Since 2021, the eclipse that came through in that year in June, I believe it was June or July of that year. This is the prophecy. We went through 30 years of the sixth sun moving into its place, sharing the energy with the fifth sun. Know that each sun brings its own lessons. And for the ancient Toltecs, they speak of this as being a state of consciousness, that humanity must move through levels of consciousness. And each sun represents a phase in our spiritual growth. And they calculated this time as 6,625 years for each sun. So we know that our universe is infinite in age. So how is it that we are in the sixth sun? Because time is cyclical. There is no such thing as time. We are constantly repeating cycles, but we are supposed to be growing as we move into the next octave, the next space, the next level of growth. And so we are now in another cycle of time. And this is the sixth sun once again, but in a new octave, a new space, a new time. And the gifts and the powers that you are able to develop at this time, we are told by the ancients, will not be possible again on this planet until the 12th sun, 6 more suns away. So we're looking at approximately 40,000 years from now. they will have the same opportunity that you have to manifest your powers, to become the Hierophant, to develop yourself in full alignment with divine will. This is a very powerful time to be here, and it is no accident that you're on this planet. It is no accident that you are hearing my voice and that you are learning these things. Now, I want to stress to you that we have gone through a period of sleeping, as many have called it, of darkness, of ignorance. And we are moving back into the awakening where the light, the knowledge, and wisdom returns to humanity. This is called a time of revelation, if you look at it in a biblical sense. In the book of Revelation, it's a time where the light returns to the earth, where the dead arise and are brought back to life through the light of Christ, the energy, the wisdom. The Christ consciousness is here and now. It works through us. It is the same energy. It is about awakening. In many different cultures, they call it many different things. And so we have to grow beyond our limited understanding of time and space and of language. This is one of our greatest barriers, is that we fight over words. When words fail, even in their highest sense, words fail, because we are limited by the perception of the meanings of those words. And so, for those of us who have chosen the path of awakening, of aligning ourselves with divine will, we know that we must grow beyond words and we must come in alignment with energy. And that the words are there to guide us, not for us to stumble on, not for us to get caught up on the names of God or source of universe, however we choose to call this divine energy, the infinite, the one infinite presence that is responsible for all life, all creation. We must come in alignment with this. And we must honor one another for our paths that we have taken to get here. And religion is one of those paths that many of us have taken to move into our awakening in some way, in some form. But you must understand that through the darkness we have traveled through, we have lost much information, much knowledge, and much wisdom. And now we must regain this information. So you will find that what I am teaching you, if you are one who already understands the modern day tarot, that you will see that there's many differences. And so how is that so? In our modern day tarot, you will find that the meanings of the number fives and all the other minor arcanum are in some way just the opposite of those of the ancient Egyptian tarot, from which they all descended. And how could that be so? Of course, it is because of the darkness. It is because of the distortion, the ignorance, the time of forgetting that we have moved through. Remember the sacred ancient tarot that I'm sharing with you now was from the Golden Age, the previous Golden Age, and maybe many Golden Ages on this planet. But it was passed down to us from our most previous Golden Age. And so there are going to be many different meanings because of the distortion. And you will find this to be true in all that we think we know about history, about health and well-being, how to take care of our bodies, the body, mind, spirit complex. We are not material objects. we have consciousness, and this consciousness affects who we are and what we are. And so I want to briefly share with you very quickly before we move into our break about the differences between the fives of the ancient Egyptian tarot and the fives of the modern day tarot, because they have very different meanings. Now, the miseducation is one big reason. This was done on purpose, because you have to remember these truths will empower you. And those who want to remain in power over you do not want you to know what they know. So a campaign of misinformation has been in play for thousands of years, a very, very, very long time. And you must remember that these are ancient mystery school teachings that I'm sharing with you that were never supposed to fall into the hands of common people, into the uninitiated. So, but here we have it. Before you is information that you can open your heart and you can receive. You can pray on it. You can meditate on it. And you will find that it comes into alignment with other truths, because truth is self-evident. It really proclaims itself. But in that, in your belief, the power that you have in your belief, you can manifest anything that you want to believe in. So even things that may not be true, you will make them your truth. They may not be universal truths, but they'll become your own personal truths. So you have to be conscious and aware of this. So I want to give you a brief example of what I'm talking about when we refer to the fives and their meanings. Now, for example, the Five of Cups in the modern day tarot means sadness, loss, despair, and loneliness. But in the ancient Egyptian tarot, it means good fortune and love. The Five of Wands in the modern day tarot means conflict, disagreements, competition, tension, and arguments. But in the ancient Egyptian tarot, it means good fortune in business. The Five of Swords in the modern day tarot means conflicts, challenges, and the need for effective communication. But in the ancient Egyptian tarot, this means you will escape from danger. And last but not least, the Five of Coins in our modern day tarot means loss of faith, loss of resources, and loss of a lover. But in the ancient Egyptian tarot, the Five of Coins means abundant wealth. Not loss, but the receiving of great wealth. So you have to ask, how did we go from such positive, constructive meanings to so many negative ones? Just in the example of the fives, you can see what I mean. This is why people call the tarot evil, partly because of so many negative meanings, so many connotations that are of low vibration given to the cards, when in truth, the true meanings are extremely powerful, and they were distorted on purpose and over time, because you were never meant to receive these truths of the tarot. It was never intended for you from the dark ones to learn that the 22 major arcana represent the laws and principles, the pillars that uphold our universe. So if you are already one who studies this modern day tarot, then this information that I'm sharing with you has to be quite shocking. But you will have to choose which version resonates with you. The modern day version that is filled with distortion, or the sacred tarot, the ancient version that gives you the tools and the knowledge to master your life. I'm not saying that some good can't be found in our modern day tarot, but I am saying that it has strayed very far from the ancient roots from which it has come. It's like playing the telephone game over a few thousand years. The original message has been changed and almost lost completely. It has strayed quite far from the original meaning. So this has happened with our sacred tarot. Overall, There are still some similarities between the modern day and the ancient tarot, but much distortion has engulfed the meanings of the cards for the modern day tarot. No matter how this occurred, how the distortion manifested, you now have to choose. You can learn the ancient meanings as they were taught by the ancient Egyptian priestesses, or you can remain in a state of distortion. It's up to you. This is where we all are. We all must choose our path. And we will discuss this more after our station break. When we return, we will begin our discussion on the two paths, the 6 of the 22 major arcana in the Sacred Egyptian Tarot. We'll be right back in just a moment.
The cutting edge of conscious radio, Om Times Radio, IOM FM. Host your show on IOM FM, the radio network of Om Times Media, one of the more recognized brand names in the conscious community, and is backed by the extensive marketing reach of Om Times. Hosting a show on IOM FM immediately connects you with our extensive dedicated community.
Awaken the Healing, Reclaim Your Life is a podcast that will change your life. If you are interested in expanding your consciousness and being self-empowered, then please tune in to our show. You can find us at awakenthehealing.com or on your favorite podcast app or platform. It's time for you to reclaim your life.
Ascending Hearts is no ordinary dating site, but a spiritual dating site with a purpose, to link you with your soulmate. We engineer the serendipity so you can trust that you will attune with someone that has the same matching vibration as you. Ascending Hearts, the conscious dating site for the spiritually aware. Try Ascending Hearts for free. AscendingHearts.com.
If I could be you,
and you could be me,
for just 1 hour.
If you could find a way
to get inside
each other's mind.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
We've all felt left out. And for some, that feeling lasts more than a moment. We can change that. Learn how at belongingbeginswithus.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Welcome back to Navigating the Awakening. Now let's begin our discussion on the two paths, also known as the Lover's card in the modern day tarot. This is the 6th card of the 22 major arcana of the ancient Egyptian tarot. The two paths astrologically relates to the planet Venus. In occult science, the meaning is Kabbalism. And the human function, it is the astral body. The natural remedy is rest and recreation. The color is yellow, which relates to the solar plexus. The mineral is copper. The letters are U, V, and W. That means all 3 of those letters are really synonymous. Whenever you see a U, you see a V or a W, they all have the same meaning in the ancient Egyptian way of numerology. The number is 6. And remember that 6, U, V, and W are interchangeable. UVW6 expresses in the spiritual world as the knowledge of good and evil. This is very powerful. 6, the time of 6, and we are in the 6th sun at this time. And you are going to learn the information that has been hidden from you, the time of revelation. This is going to give you the knowledge of good and evil, of things that have been happening on this planet, of good that have been hidden from you, and things that have been happening on this planet of evil that have been hidden from you. All of this knowledge will begin now to come to the surface. In the intellectual world, it expresses as the balance between liberty and necessity. That means between your freedom and what you must do on a daily basis. Can you still remain free in your awakening and get everything done that you need to do? This is always a question. In the physical world, it is about antagonism of the natural forces, the linking of cause and effect. This is absolutely necessary that we study this because so many people have forgotten about the law of cause and effect at this time that we're living in, as if things just happen without a reason, without a cause. Everything that you see had a cause, and what you can see is the effect. The physical world is the manifestation of what has happened in the unseen world. Remember that. Okay, so now we are going to go over the card, the Two Paths card, and I want you to close your eyes if you are able to, so that you can see the two paths within your mind, just as it was done in ancient times. Arcanum number 6 is pictured as a man standing motionless at a fork in the road. He is standing at the conjunction of two paths. His eyes are fixed upon the ground, and his arms are crossed at his chest. Two women stand on either side of him, placing a hand on his shoulder. The show of these women on either side is to convince him to go down one path or the other. And maybe this is how we came up with the modern day Lover's card. They want him to choose one of the two paths, one of the two roads. The woman at his right is moderately dressed, and she has the sacred serpent sitting at her brow. This indicates enlightenment. This woman is the personification of virtue. The other woman at his left wears almost nothing, and she is crowned with leaves and the vine of the grape. She represents vice, as she is the temptress. This is extremely important as well. As you can see, when we go through these cards, you are always given a right and a left. And on the right is always the virtuous path, is the good, is the divine. And on the left is always the lower path, the dark path. So you can see this continuously, the same message. Now, above this man and the two women is a genie. A genie. He is the genie of justice, hovering over them in a flashing aura of 12 rays of light. He draws a bow and an arrow and directs it toward vice. This is the arrow of punishment. The genie is crowned with a flame to show that he is an elemental being made of fire. He is represented in an aura of 12 rays of light to indicate that justice will come in due time to all, just as the sun passes through all 12 zodiacal signs. This also represents the 12 dimensions. Now, the man having to choose between vice or virtue symbolizes the struggle between the higher consciousness and the lower passions, between the divine soul and the animal soul. And as he makes his choice, this will take him down a completely different path in his life. Now, this is very similar in ways to the Lover's card, because the Lover's card gives you a choice between two people. There's some conflict there. which one will you choose? But the two paths card goes far beyond simple relationships. It talks about choosing a life of vice or a life of virtue. These two different paths represent two directions you can go in your life, and they will manifest for you two completely different worlds. So, numerically, the number 6 signifies two actions, two forces that are not in balance. Now, this is in direct contradiction to number 3, which is Libra, the Isis unveiled, that represents balancing of the forces. So you can see as we move up, there is relationship going on here. Now you see these two forces that are not in balance. And the 6 is letting you know that something has to happen. You need to bring the power of the 3 in place in order to bring equilibrium to these two forces or these two actions. So the 6 signifies that we cannot find equilibrium between these two forces. This number indicates a wavering or a vacillation between forces. These forces are so uncontrolled and ill-directed that they tend to destroy one another. Now, I want to dive a little deeper into this because it's very profound. I want you to see this a little more deeply. We are living in a time on planet Earth when we are told by the ancients, when we look at the ancient Hopi Indians, they have a stone called the Hopi stone, and it shows two paths. These two paths in the beginning look like one path. But as time went on, they split. Some people chose to go on the path that moves upward. This upward path, according to the Hopi, moves into clouds of thunderstorms and lightning. It's very arced, very sharp. And the straight path leads into a cornfield with golden sunlight and a harvest. So, once again, we're shown the two paths. Now, the ancient Toltecs tell us of a time of two earths, where this is prophesied in many different cultures around the world, that there will be the splitting of the earths. And this is what we are experiencing at this time, is the splitting of the earths. One is with the 5th sun, the old earth, the old construction, the old manifestation of life on earth. Some people cling to this because they don't want to let go of what they know. But new earth is being created as we speak. And those of us who came here at this time to bring in new earth are constructing this with our thoughts. We are creating this earth on the astral plane, and it is manifesting in the physical world. We are seeing this. We think that this is one place, but it is actually more than one. And we can dive deeper into that, but we are discussing the two paths. This card, Arcanum number 6. So now people have to choose. We're in a time of choosing. Isn't that interesting? This is what I was saying about truth is self-evident. The 6 relates to two paths. We are in the 6th sun, and we are now choosing between two earths, two paths. Are we going to cling to the old, or are we going to move into the new? Are we ready to let go of vice, or are we ready to move into virtue? Which will it be for us? What life are we choosing? It is also a time on the planet where you can see that darkness and light are in a battle, a very powerful battle on this planet. And these forces are so powerful that they need to be controlled. And this is why we are taught through Arcanum number 5 and number 3, how to control these polar opposite forces of light and darkness that exist within us, in order for us to make it through without destruction having to come to our planet. This is why we're here, to balance these forces. But this is the number 6. This is the energy of number 6. That there is a need to find equilibrium between two forces that are not in balance. You can see our planet is not in balance. There is so much going on here of imbalance. It's time to balance this energy. And so we need people to harness the power of the light, to harness the power of virtue, to raise their vibration, to balance their inner forces of dark and light, so that it will resonate into the world. And we can raise this planet in vibration and avoid destruction. Because this is why the prophecy speaks so much about destruction. This is the energy of the number 6. It's ill-directed, uncontrolled forces that need to be controlled. This is why we need people to become the Hierophant, to master your inner light and your inner darkness. And this happens through your shadow work. Now, in astrology, Venus governs the affections and the social relations. It gives love of ease, comfort, luxury, and pleasure. This is not essentially evil, but in seeking love, comfort, and luxury, one may be led into vice. Now, if a person fails to resist the temptations of the flesh and the bribes of the wicked, then they will come under the control of Saturn. This is Arcanum number 15. This is called the Black Magician, and better known as the devil in the modern day tarot. So this is what happens to people, that they choose the path of vice because they fall under temptation. This is also very common with the card of the Lovers. It's about temptation as well. So you can see how some of this information is filtered through into the modern day tarot, but it is still very different, because we are talking about choosing two paths that you walk on, that your life is now under the control of. And remember that when you choose a life of virtue, when you choose to be of the light and you live your life in a certain way of higher frequency in unison with divine will, then you come under the control of Jupiter, which is Arcanum number 5. And you have a blessed life. Your life becomes magical, very powerful. Now, the human function of Arcanum number 6. Because of the astral body, this part of us is under control of Arcanum number 6, which means the astral body gets to choose which forces. Where will it manifest? Is it going to bring forth positive, or is it going to bring forth negative? Remember, everything begins on that astral plane. So your astral body is under the control of Arcanum number 6. It is very responsive to thought forms. And it is often referred to as the desire body. The affections not only shape it, but give it nourishment, because it is organized by states of consciousness. Your astral body is created through states of consciousness, through your thought forms. It is so receptive and yielding to your thoughts and your emotions that it is so important for you to choose higher thought forms, higher emotions to give life to. Because your astral body will bring this energy into a physical form. And this corresponds to Venus and the two paths, because you are always choosing what are you going to manifest. Are you going to bring forth a good life for yourself through being in alignment, through following the harmonious laws of the universe? It is not a bad thing for you to have good things. That's why Venus rules this, because Venus is all about luxury and good food and a good life and a healthy body. And you can get these things in different ways. And you see this, you look around yourself, and you see some people that make their money through selling drugs and other things that are not good. They harm other people. And then other people choose to live their life helping people. And that's how they make their money. So it's the choice of two paths. Now, in initiation, the evolving soul passing through the lower kingdoms, where strife and self-preservation are dominant, develop the animal propensities and instincts to a high degree. So when you're in this flesh state, when you're incarnated in this body, then you learn what strife is. And it can lead you into a life where you're just all about self-preservation. That can become very dominant in your energy. This is called an animal propensity to your instincts. This is not the higher vibration, but it is a necessary phase that your soul must pass through because it is learning. It is a progressive state. But when you become self-conscious, when you develop yourself and a certain level of self-consciousness has been reached, in order that the animal instincts now take a lesser place in your life, then you become more of the divine spark. You take on a greater divine quality in your life, which makes self-consciousness and immortality possible. Remember, this is all about you becoming your divine self once again. Now, these animal energies and instincts that make up your being must be diverted into higher states. They must be transmuted and directed and organized into higher states. So this is a process of transformation. And that's why we talk about the awakening being a process of transformation, because you are learning to transmute your lower states of consciousness, these animal states, these animal instincts that keep you in a selfish state of living. Once they are transmuted, then you will desire, the object of your life will become the welfare of everyone, the whole. You will want to live to help humanity. You won't be all about yourself anymore. And it will extend out into our universal galactic family. You will want the best for everyone in the multiverse. And this is how you see yourself evolving through life. And you will know that you have reached a place that is of a higher vibration. The divine soul is a higher type of organization, largely drawing its energies from the astral realms. Yet it contains many animal instincts, but at a higher vibrational rate. This is your work to transmute the lower and to raise yourself into the higher realms. It is possible. You must understand how to do it. You must understand why you want to do it. And this is where Arcanum number 6 comes in. The two paths. Once you have mastered the forces of light and darkness within yourself, then you choose which path you walk on. And obviously that would be one of a higher nature if you have mastered this darkness within you. If you have not, then you still will be drawn into a life of vice, of addictions and things of that nature. But you yourself are a divine soul who is now remembering who you are. And it is up to you to choose which path, light or darkness, vice or virtue, the higher or the lower. I want to thank you for tuning in today, for all your energy. Please tune in next week as we dive deeper into the sacred Egyptian tarot to discover Arcanum number 7, the Conqueror, also known as the Chariot in the modern day tarot. I leave you in the love and in the light of the infinite creator. Have a beautiful week.